6 dark stitches were needed to close the gash on little Empress Lopez's forehead, just as she was delivered with a C-section.
They didn't let me see my daughter. All they told me was she's cut. She got cut in the head. I just started bawling, just shaking at that point because something went wrong. It wasn't a happy day how it was supposed to be. It was really hard.
Here's another infant brought into the world with an immediate scar. Here's another. The moms complain this is the negligent handiwork of this woman, Baytown OBGYN Dr. Patricia Fry Murray.
She has no moral compassion, care, anything. I think, my honest opinion, she's in it for the money and that's it.
I didn't feel comfortable her touching me.
She's very negative, very mean, no bedside manner whatsoever.
I don't know. She certainly seemed happy to see me when we went to Grace Women's Center last March.
You need to get off my property.
Are
right
you
now.
Dr.
This
Fry?
is private property.
I would like to talk to you about...
You will not record me.
We knew from court records that Dr. Fry had been sued at least 3 times for medical malpractice. But in the months since we showed the doc's face on social media, we've now forwarded complaints from 29 more women to the Texas Medical Board. Please don't forget all the women she has almost killed and the many babies who have lost their lives under her care. Dr. Fry cut my daughter during my C-section. She left my C-section open. It was a horrible experience and I ended up in the ER. I'm still convinced I lost my baby because of her. She burnt a hole through my bladder with the laser. Marilee Gammon says her baby boy was left with a hole in his lungs because the doctor mishandled the forceps.
Dr. Fry had come in and she said, so everything's great, everything's okay, baby's fine. And excuse my language, but my exact words were, are you fucking serious?
The baby horror stories were unexpected fallout from our investigation into an advertised swinger sex club in Baytown called the Swan Mansion. What comes after dinner? What's the dessert? Is the dessert sex?
No. Desserts, cream brulee.
These folks don't mention custard in their thank you note.
She was the queen, by the way.
Yeah, and she'll let you know it too.
Patricia Fry is called the queen of the Swan Mansion, and her husband, Brian Bear Murray, he's the king. He tried to confiscate our camera.
We're not leaving.
We are leaving.
You're not going to leave with that. Oh yeah, I am.
Don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake.
No.
You're going to make a mistake.
No, I'm not.
Since our first visit to the mansion, it's expanded its sexual exploration into a private bed and breakfast, a whole weekend of frolicking.
You basically have the full gambit of anything that you could want, from a resort where you can be exhibitionist or voyeuristic, to privacy of your own suite, to being able to sexually interact with others.
So if I called here, could I come here and stay here as a bed and breakfast?
Depends upon if you meet my criteria or not.
Oh, it's a private club.
It's a private club.
It's a private club where people have sex. Guess it's time to check in. When I tried to check in, they said they would call the police. I'm Wayne Dolcefino. I think we met before. You Paula?
I'm calling the police.
Now I can't even enjoy the pool. I got one of those lawyer letters telling me to stay off the property. On the Swan Mansion website, Murray now boasts that he and his wife are lovingly referred to as the sex doctors. Hey, we gave them that nickname.
Watching the video in general, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I thought they were creepy and they aren't,
So just how do you get invited into the secret sex society of the Swan Mansion?
We're looking for people of integrity, because if you'll lie little, you'll lie big. And if you'll lie, then they'll betray your trust.
That's funny. Bear Murray is now accused of a big lie, falsely claiming he's a medical doctor for years. The Texas Medical Board has ordered him to stop saying he is. His wife certainly knew he wasn't a medical doctor, but Dr. Fry openly referred patients anyway. This was her website before she changed it. And former patients tell us about rewards the Grace Women's Center offered to patients who would leave good reviews on social media, an intimate pregnancy photo shoot for free, and take a guess who took those sexy pregnancy pics.
But she could see that I was kind of like weirded out, and I was like, why is a man doing the photo shoot? This is kind of weird. And they basically were just like, don't worry about it. That's Dr. Fry's husband. And that was it.
It was weird the mayor of Baytown ignored our questions for months about the Swan Mansion. We were looking to see if it was an adult encounter parlor that should have to get a permit. Simple question, really. Stonewalling in return. So you know us. I confronted city council. And I gotta tell you, me, I'm a suspicious guy. I say, well, maybe there's some big shot here that belongs to the Swan Mansion, because I say it's a swingers club. My appearance made headlines, but the city has now kept secret what investigation, if any, they did after. In emails produced by the city, we found one occasion where a Baytown police commander actually mandated an officer go see Dr. Murray. Doc, are you a licensed MD, by the way? Bear Murray is a licensed counselor, but not a medical doctor. Yet the deception the medical board tried to stop extended all the way to the Chambers County Courthouse. In 2019, Barbara Norwood, who was picked by the court to represent the best interests of the child in a custody case, signed a court order, and she appointed Bear Murray to do a psychological examination of a troubled little girl. But the mom said, no way, after researching Bear Murray. And it wasn't just Murray's public history of polygamy. She found the whole thing creepy, refused to let him near her daughter. Her case moved on without the fake medical doctor.
I am done, but I really don't want this person to be allowed to do anything anymore with children.
You can learn a lot about the sex doctors online. Look at all the comments on social media. That's how Maria's husband discovered Dr. Fry had cut other newborns.
And I was like, oh my God, like, why is she still working as a surgeon? The poor child has to come into this world injured. It doesn't make sense. She's 3 years old now, and I still can see her scar. And they said it would be gone by the age of 1. You can still see her scar.